Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And that's going to earn Chicago the first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Williams. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end, because it's going to be tight throws in the contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
Williams to throw on 3rd. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
It wasn't for a lack of want to. They wanted to get that run game going in big, explosive ways. A lot of carries. There just wasn't much yards per carry. The good news, they still found a way to win. Now they want to find more explosives.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Here's another carry for Barkley. He's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. Picks them up to first. Set him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
Going to the ground again on first. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Hurts. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Davante. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that sets up an Eagles first down. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And it could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone. Nice run there on first down, Brock. Now his defense a little vulnerable ahead of his second down play.
Sure is, and just kind of sets the table. Everything in that playbook is open to you. If you want to be aggressive, right now might not be a bad time.
They go to Barkley again. They're going to slow him up here after 4, maybe 5 yards. And that is good for an Eagles first down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and other times, just run away from it. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So it's second down coming up. Hurts to throw. Throw is caught. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
That one's incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Elliott connects there, and that will get them on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Thomas on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Taking on Thomas on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. First play of the drive, a run by Swift. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Going to run again with Swift. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play block. That's going to set them up with a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, here's Williams. That's Cox, hits the rookie out of Stanford. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. We've set it down from 37.
At the 37-yard line.
First down, here's Swift. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss, we've got second and 11. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now air it out on third. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down Bears.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A handoff left for Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. Williams to throw on second. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And he gets home. Touchdown, Bears. Caleb Williams, his first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it? Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Send right down the middle and good. They jump ahead by 4. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. The field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Slot man's in motion right. First down, a run with Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. Now a pause to attend to an injured player, and this is a worrying sight. It is Saquon Barkley who was hurt on the play. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to call some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They give up the gut to Bigsby. Trying to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the choice is made. No 53-yard field goal try. They are going for this first down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So the choice is made. No 53-yard field goal try. They are going for this first down. They'll go. Hurts. He's got it to his running back. And they're going to get this first down with ease, Brock. A pickup of about 8 as they convert on 4th down.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. But I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you could take the will away from your opponent.
Finds his back. Here's Barkley. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And it's going to be a Philadelphia first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. A good tackle as that ball is secured, limits that gain to 8.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes deep coordinated.
Hurts can't get away. He's brought down. C.J. Edwards. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's going to be brought down shy of not just the end zone, Brock, but a 1st down marker as well. So now offense facing an interesting 4th down decision.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short?
This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, the 2nd score that he has brought in this season. Elliott's with the extra points. And lead now up to a field goal. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
Okay, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd, Williams. In trouble here, and he's not going to get away. They bring him down at the 22. Jonathan Bernard matching last week's effort with that sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Boy, this offense staying on skates. It's another loss here. Jordan Davis. And it's going to be, oh my goodness, Brock, 4th and 25. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. First down now, ball at the 33. Go play action. Here's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And Will Slime puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Tight end going in motion here. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. And a great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker,
yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That's complete to Goddard. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. From the red zone now. And the catch in and out of his hands. Contact separating him from the football that time. 2nd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess. Even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
He brings it in. And they're going to take him down just short of that marker in that range. Might we see them go for this 4th down? The Bears decide to call their first timeout. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. It's no good. Oh, his aim was up on that shorty, Brock, and it hits the right upright. And they are unable to double their lead.
So in the end, your armchair quarterbacks, Kate, are going to tell you the more aggressive-minded play caller would have been correct. It would have been a better decision to go for it as they come up with nothing from that field goal try.
This is Loveland working the right side. He's tackled after a gain of about 13, and that's going to be good for a Bears first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
Williams will look to throw. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, partner. I know you always do, but it felt like maybe that was one of their last gasps to get into field goal range before we hit halftime.
Yeah, you kind of look at both sides. Defense is doing all they can to prevent that thing from being thrown over their head, and can the offense find some way to puncture that defense to get into that field goal range?
Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. Now a timeout called. Still just 4 seconds left in the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. He is shaking his head, and he's going to be wondering about that kickoff for a while. Couldn't keep it in the field of play, and that offense gets a gift to begin this drive. 1st and 10 from the 43. Dive play straight ahead. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. One more aggressive call on second.
They kick the running back in motion. Working on 2nd down. Hurts has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Hurts looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a well-timed hit knocks it out. And quickly coming out of the locker room now, partner. This defense is forced to fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. He takes it at the 4. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. A good gain here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
To throw is Williams. He rolls to his right. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
First down from the 42. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And that's good for a gain of 5. Smile Munden in on the tackle.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
Swift gets it on the option. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Zach Bond with the tackle.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Third and 4 coming up now. To throw, Williams. Pass brought in by Burden. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And that's going to give the Bears the first down.
We call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. Strong running inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Swift, the running back, on first down. Coming off his 4th carry of this drive. Here's Williams. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Now Williams. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play. And that sets up an Eagles first down.
A gain of First down, Philadelphia.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Free up the middle, it's a breakaway. And he gets home. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley, his second in the game, doubling his season total. Extra point by Elliott is up and good. And that ties this game at 17 apiece. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Thomas on the return. Making some progress here. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. The question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. They blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
There is so much on the plate with linebackers in today's game, running sideline to sidelines, covering deep, but in this case, yeah, making a sure tackle on a big tight end behind the line.
Actually wound up losing a yard on that completion, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. Williams set to pass. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Williams to throw. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. A big one for the Bears. 36 yards. 1st and 10 for Williams. And he's now up to 6 completions on 7 attempts since halftime. A give right side for Swift. And they answer. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, the 40th of his NFL career. Santos now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Eagles 17.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Shipley now to return.
Will Shipley on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. I'll start this one out with Barkley. Brought to the ground finally after a gain of about 17 yards. And that is good for an Eagles 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Play action. Hurts has it. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it downfield near the edge. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play and put so much down into that defense and that defensive coordinator too.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
7-yard line.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. The game limited to a couple.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Third and long, they're going to throw. This one's caught. Smith has it. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Handoff headed right. Barkley fights his way through a tackle. He's within striking distance. It's a Philadelphia touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And we are all tied up. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. McLeod now returning it. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams on the play action. That's Thomas. He's got it. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. Now here's Williams. That one's complete right side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Swift gets it, going left. Works his way to the 35. These hits finally taken out. So call it a gain of about 23 on the play before they got to him. And that's going to earn Chicago the first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
First down, Williams to throw. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down Bears.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. This one's caught. They bring him down, but we all saw how that one looked, right? There was a face mask involved, and the flag is out. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Swift brought one back earlier and now takes one across. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They get a lot out of this play, 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And it's going to be a Philadelphia first down.
21 yards. First down, Eagles.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Complete. It's Smith. There's the Lewis. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that sets up an Eagles first down.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it. And when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down.
We've set it down from 37. Hurts looking to throw. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning him.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. They're going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. Yeah. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. That's a good running after the catch. He's able to turn that into a gain of 7 on first.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. To throw, Williams. Komet's got it, left side. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Swift. That's his 3rd in this second half.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
That one right down the middle. They now lead by 14 points.
Eagles 24.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He is rocked. That ball's free. Oh, fortunate stuff there. Looks like another one of the members of the return team was able to get it, so a friendly bounce. They'll retain possession.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing the lane and doing their job. but there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Motioning left is their running back. Throwing on second. Hurts. Right side complete to Lemon. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's home to the ground. Montez Sweat. And it's going to be 2nd and 14 now coming up. Back to throw, Hurts. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, a run by Swift. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Going to run again with Swift. Looks like a pickup of 2, and now they've got 3rd and 10. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They'll air it out on 3rd. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he's got the first down for the Bears, Brock, and that should clinch them this win.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Staying grounded with Swift. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
37-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe mystique of